Hello and welcome once again to another cast from your friend Jim Raynor, guardian of peace and justice in the galaxy, defending and liberating those who are innocent against the dark forces of evil. And the evil force that we're going up against is Malaike, the red Terran on the lower right of Ohana. I am the blue Terran on the top left of the same map. May the best man win. What we're going to go over is a very typical staple build for Terran players, Terran versus Terran players, and that is the Siege Tank Viking push. It's very textbook. It's very. If you don't know this build, pick another race or learn it. Watch my video and learn it. Start off with a supply depot. And the next thing you're going to build is a barracks. And then at 13, you're going to build a Vespene geyser. I'm just going to go over the build order. I'm not going to commentate on the gameplay so much because I think I want to teach anybody interested in this build. So let's go over the timing. Alright, factory is next. Let's bring these guys up. Excuse me. Barracks is next. At 13, you want to get your gas. My scouting SCV is going to go down there, do a little bit of light harass, and then smartly retreat once he comes under duress. And thankfully he pulled 2 SCVs off the line, which is good. Alright, once that barracks is done, you get your orbital immediately. And then once I have 100 Vespene gas, I drop my factory. My returning scouting SCV is going to then build my second supply depot. And waiting for that 100 gas to drop that factory. The factory and the orbital are going to arrive at about the same time, so it's important to multitask. Building Marines. Now, the way this works is once you have, say, about 5 or 6 Marines, push out. Grab the towers. You want vision. You don't want him to have map control or to know what you're doing, more importantly. So surprise is always the best tactic. Second gas on the way. So you build the second gas right after the factory gets dropped. You can't have enough gas in this build. Alright, as soon as that factory is done, you're going to drop your tech lab. Don't worry about your starport quite yet. Make sure that your gases are saturated. And as soon as this tech lab is done, you want to build your first tank and upgrade your siege in that order of priority. It's more important to have a tank than it is to have a research tank. Alright, second supply depot. A little bit late on that. I would have liked to have gone a little bit earlier, but we're okay. I don't think we're going to get supply blocked. Continue to make Marines. Alright, so I grabbed the tower. And now is the time for the starport. Don't have enough money for that second tank. Look, I'm already gas starved. You just can't get those gases early enough. Okay, first tank is rallied to the Marine. After that, what you want to do is rally all of your units, your Marines, your Vikings, and your tanks to your tanks. You want to rally them to the hardiest unit that you've got. That was the AI working. I probably shouldn't have grabbed that weakened Marine there. Once once you have 2 tanks and 1 Viking, then you press out. In the meantime, you're continuously building supply depots, etc. As soon as this first Viking is done, you want to drop down a reactor on the starport. That way you can build 2 Vikings at a time. Come on, don't get supply blocked. There we go. Alright, the critical mass, 2 tanks, a handful of Marines, a single Viking, and then we're ready to push out. One thing that you need to worry about regarding this push is your opponent, if he's a Terran obviously, you want to worry about drops because your army is out here, not at home. So at a point in the game, you really want to build. You want to get an eBay up and just surround your base with missile turrets. All right. So we've got the reactored starport. We've got 1 Viking in the air. You want to make sure that you're not going to fly this guy into a bunch of Marines and get killed, because this guy is really key to vision. I'm continuously making siege tanks and Vikings 2 at a time. I am not making any Marines. I am making my eBay right now. A smart Terran player would then say, well golly, I'm going to build a starport and drop on his main while he's out and about. It's pretty much all downhill from here for him. Alright, my eBay's made, supply blocked. I want to make a lot of supply depots and missile turrets. Alright, I want to show one thing here. When you've got vision over your opponent, click on one of his siege tanks, the closest one to you, and you see the radius of his range. Put your siege tank exactly in the middle of that range. I'm actually a little bit further inside. What that does is your range are even, but when you have air superiority, you get 1 hex additional range where you can actually shoot him and he cannot shoot you. That's why air superiority is so important. So when you are about to engage a Terran player, drop a scan or get a Viking, get vision of his closest tank, click on it, see the range, and then siege your tank right on the edge of that range, just like you see here, and you'll shoot him and he can't shoot you. And he smartly GG's. I was about to ring around the rosy my base with missile turrets, but tanks and Vikings from there on out, and you're good to go. That's it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Hasta la vista.